Marlene Motivates, and I wanted to come live for a little bit and do a little bit of a chit chat. I'm Marlene Motivates. I am your life coach for all of the motivation, the positivity. So I wanted to come on quickly and talk about resting or resetting. Let me make sure my volume is up. Okay, my volume's up. Good. So I wanted to come on live quickly and talk about Saturday rest or reset. Every single person is different. And as adults, we have to give ourselves the permission to give ourselves what we need. And especially on a Saturday, for many people, they worked all week or went to school all week or just were busy doing whatever. So it's just an encouragement to my motivators family to give yourself what you need. Give yourself the permission to get either rest or a reset. And sometimes you may need both. I know I've been in that situation to where I've needed to rest, to literally get physical sleep. Sometimes you need that reset for your mental health, getting away and doing some things to take care of yourself. So, whatever it is that you need at that time, at that moment, give yourself that, because as busy humans, as busy either parents or siblings or employees, business people, whoever we are to other people, we deserve to get our own time, your own me time as a woman, your own me time as a man. And that's not really put out in today's society. Today's society is about working hard, doing things, supporting everybody, being overwhelmed and stressed. And if you're not busy or active, you're lazy. No, we all need to have some time to just do absolutely nothing. It's good for our mental health. So whatever you need today, give yourself the permission to have that and to get that. And especially on this day, hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Let me put on my glasses. Um, I hope you're doing great. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support. So especially on a Saturday, we need to do some things to pour into ourselves. Usually people associate Saturdays with self-care, and it's more than just doing your nails. It's more than doing your hair. It's more than getting sleep. I think Saturday is very important to restore whoever you are, and every single person is different. For me, I love Saturdays to be able to sleep in, to be able to, read or take a long bubble bath or a long shower, go for a quiet walk. It's more alone time, personal me time that, all week we pour into our families, you pour into your relationships. You have to take some time that is specific just for you. So whether it's going for a walk, doing your hair, doing your nails, going to the gym, getting your exercise, getting your favorite meal, and just being alone and being quiet, it's important to give yourself the permission to have those things. And I know for a really long period of time, I used to feel guilty about doing something for me, because we get used to pouring out, right? Pouring into this person, pouring into your kids, pouring into your spouse, significant other, pouring into friends, pouring into a job. We're always pouring out and giving and giving and giving to everybody. But if you don't give to yourself, what kind of quality of life will you have? And I know for myself, I got in that position of always doing, always giving, always supporting, and then you get into burnout city. And when you get into burnout, it's not a good thing. It can affect your physical health. You can wind up in a hospital. You can wind up with, your blood pressure can be very high. It can either make you gain a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight. It depends on your metabolism and your stress level. So Yeah, all of those things are important. Don't think that you are not important. And I know for myself, I had stopped prioritizing me. I had stopped prioritizing my mental health. I had stopped prioritizing doing things that I loved because I was only focusing on being there for everybody. But at the end of the day, who is there for you? Who is supporting you? Who is encouraging you? Who is elevating you and telling you take a break? And that's why I wanted to come live and to say this to my motivators family. Give yourself that permission to rest, to relax, to do what you need to do so that you can be okay. I know during the week is so busy for many of us that you have to go to work. But after that, what do you do to restore this? Your mental health is so important. I want to encourage everybody to take some time and to pause. Hey Paula, how are you doing? Yes. I was watching a guy say to be creative, we need to rest. Yes. Thank you so much, Paula. Happy Saturday. So that's something that I am working on because I'm definitely a person that I go, go, go. I have a lot of things on my plate. I have a lot of people that depend on me, but also we have to depend on ourselves. You have to set limits, you have to set boundaries, and a lot of people don't like that word boundaries. I never liked that word boundaries, but when I was in therapy, my therapist taught me the importance of setting boundaries and saying no to other people so we can say yes to ourselves. Not all the time because you don't want to be conceited or selfish, but you do need to set aside a certain amount of time every day that is good for you to restore, to heal, to rest, and to support your well-being. Your well-being is important. If somebody has not told you that today, I'm telling you that. Your well-being is important, and we cannot be well here mentally. We cannot be well in our physical body. We cannot be well in good spirits. We cannot be good in other things if we do not take care of ourselves. And it means making a firm resolve. And I had to do this. I had to make a resolve to say, I am important, I am loved, but I got to take care of myself. So that meant that I had to stop making myself available. I had to stop supporting everyone and everything and think about me. Am I okay? Because I know I can be so busy supporting so many people. Are you all guilty of that as well? Supporting friends, supporting family, supporting and doing for everyone, but not supporting and doing for yourself. I know I'm guilty of it, very, very guilty, because I think most of us were just kind people, good people, and we try to show love and to everybody, show support and be kind individuals. But also to be kind, it means we got to be kind to ourselves. If we really are physically exhausted, that's a warning sign from our body that tells us go to sleep. But do we do those things? I know I'll get in bed and I'll be on my phone scrolling. So I had to start to learn to develop some healthy nighttime routines. So now at night, I do not take my phone with me to my bedroom. I take my phone, I leave it in the living room, I put it on the charger, and I go to sleep. A lot of times, because of social media, because of other things, we get into having poor habits for nighttime and getting rest. If you are in bed with your phone, of course that blue light on the phone, it's going to keep you awake. So I had to take my phone, put it away somewhere else, and do some things before even I get into bed. I do things like deep breathing. I know this may sound crazy, but I think about my cat. She sleeps when she gets no, that's not crazy. It's whatever makes you happy. For me, what it may sound silly or strange to other people, but I think about clouds. It's a place where I think about in the clouds, and the clouds is so peaceful. It's calming. I think that the clouds probably are fluffy, and I find it for me to be a space to where I can spiritually connect, and that relaxes my mind. Every single person has to find something that makes them feel comfortable to get rest. And for me, I had to stop bringing my phone in my room when it was time for me to go to sleep. I had to learn to stop, worrying about things and giving those things to you know who, okay? We have to give our problems away. We cannot control our situation. We can't control people. And that is one of the hardest things as a human being, trying to fix my situation, trying to control my situation. And we can't, right? We can't control our situation. We can't control the choices that other people make. We can't control that some people are, not well mentally. We can't control that there are people who have some mental illness and certain problems. That's not our problem. I had to stop worrying and asking myself, why don't they like me? Why don't they support me? Why don't they do right by me? And for me to just focus on myself and being my best and being my happiest. So maybe that will help somebody. I hope so. Not focusing on why other people don't support us and love us and respect us, and focus more on you just go ahead and be you. You just go ahead and be happy, and love yourself. So that is one of the things that I did on this Saturday. I gave myself the permission to sleep in a little bit. It probably may not be sleeping into you guys, but I slept until 8 a.m., which I'm normally a person. I get up 5:30 every morning so I can have my quiet time before my family wakes up and go and do the things that I need to do in my home, start some laundry, cook some breakfast, get my clothes together, do my personal care, go for a walk, all before everybody wakes up. But today I slept in. It's a slow down Saturday for me. So I got up at 8, did what I needed to do, got myself dressed, and I went out and did some things for my ministry, and then I came back and here I am. So you have to do some things for you that make you feel good, that make you feel happy, okay? Let's see. Sirius says, Paula, it feels good to pour into yourself. I'm doing awesomely well. I love the life in Georgia. Go back to visit. It's really nice here. Yes, I've been to Georgia, I think 3 or 4 times, but not long enough to really form an opinion. I've only been in Georgia maybe 2 days at most each time, so not really staying too, too long. Let's see what else I missed. Paula says, yes, yes, clouds can make me smile and feel good. Yesterday, I sat outside again and soaked in the sun. It felt so good. I had a plan, goals after I soaked in the sun. And that's awesome, Paula. Yeah, I don't know why, but clouds make me happy. It calms me down, especially here in Florida. The clouds are very fluffy and big, and the sky is blue. And I love to just cloud gaze, just stare up at the clouds and think about, you know, my life and where it's going to go and promises in the future and things like that. I'm definitely a thinker. I think about the future and how my life is going to be, and that I'm in a space now of being happy. Have you guys ever thought about that, about your personal growth and where you are today and where you were before? For me, that is a reset. That gives me a reset because I remember the times when I wasn't happy. I wasn't at peace. I allowed other people to control my mind and make me miserable because they were miserable. But these days, I don't allow those things. I give myself the permission. Sugar Love, I miss you, sis. I sent you a message on your Instagram. We're gonna chit chat if you're available in like a half an hour. I miss you. Hope you're okay. Let's see what other messages I missed. Okay. Paula says, I will one day. I have relatives and friends in different parts of ATL. Marlene Motivates, 8 a.m. if I am allowed to do so. I have the queen in my ear wanting me to feed her. Yes. Sierra says, Marlene, I'm a people pleaser and I used to fear judgment and rejection. I'm not at that stage anymore. I start journaling and it really helps me to deep dive into what I truly desire and want. Yes, I understand that, serious, because I too have been that way for a really long time in pleasing other people, because for me it makes me happy to see a smile on somebody's face. It makes me happy to see a person, elevate and grow in their mindset and learn to love themselves and go for their goals and love themselves and all of those things. That brings me joy, and that's why I love life coaching. I love talking to other people. I love to encourage other people and let them know that, I'm not perfect. Your girl, Marlene, is not perfect by any means. I don't try to be. I just try to be the best version of myself. And that's what I tell people all the time. You can't please other people. All you can ever do in this life is just be yourself, okay? Okay, I'm definitely going to email you, Sugar Love. All you can ever do is be yourself. That's it. That is it. Point blank, period. And the sooner that I learn that the only person that I could please is me, well, of course, you can always please God. That's a given. That's something that you have to be in that space to be that way. But for myself, I had to learn that everything outside of that was irrelevant, because people will distract you. They will project their fears and their insecurities onto you. People will do so much. They'll be doing the most and try to get you off track from your happiness, from your peace, from your joy. And I had to learn to take my power back. I had to learn that what was meant to be for me is meant to be for me, and nobody can stop that. Okay? Let's see. Are you joking? Oh me, oh my. I reflect on that often. My mother said that a lot. Every day is a good day. Now that's my motto. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, I just wanted to come on and tap in for a little bit. I'm not going to take your time. I know this is a busy weekend for so many people, but for myself, I just wanted to come in and chat with the Motivators family and say, hey, I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I put on my community tab some things that's been happening in my life. Those of you who don't know, I had a death in the family, a passing in the family, just about 2 weeks ago, and it's been very traumatic and tough. But this time I feel like with this loss has been a space of peace, even though it's hard and I've cried, I'm grieving, I'm still grieving. But at the same time, I think because I have tools now. I know to call a friend when I feel discouraged. I know when it's time to get up. I know that even though I don't feel like it some days, and I'm going to be honest, those of you who are grieving, some days you don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like putting yourself together. You just want to be in the bed feeling sorry for yourself and crying all day long, you know? But that's it. It's a yes and a no. when you're going through things like that. And I know I'm not the only person. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm the only person in the world that's grieving, but I'm just talking about my personal situation and how I'm coping. I had a few days in the past 2 weeks that I just spent the day in bed crying and missing them and feeling sorry for myself. And then I had to say, that's enough. That's enough. This is where your faith comes in. And then you have to talk yourself off of that ledge. You have to talk yourself out of that thinking, because it's so easy to get your mind in that space that nobody cares about you. And it's not true. I want to say that to somebody who is struggling today. It's not true. We will tell ourselves, nobody cares about me because they haven't stopped by or they haven't called me. But have you reached out? We are the ones that have to advocate for ourselves. So I had to learn that, I do have people that love me. You have to change that narrative in your mind and stop saying nobody cares about me. And it's not true. There are people that care about you, but you have to advocate for yourself. When I'm feeling low, I call my friends, I call my loved ones, and I tell them, I'm not doing so good today. I need some encouragement. And for me, that is a reset for my mind. And it's more things than just grief. It's if you're really stressed out at your job, if you're going through something financially, we all need something to reset our mind and to not stay in that space of negativity. Hi, Eunice. Good morning. And not stay in that space of negativity, not stay in that space of sadness. We have to do a mindset shift, and it's allowing ourselves to snap out of it. And I have to literally tell myself, Marlene, snap out of it. Apply your own name and say, snap out of it. I'm better than this. I'm not my situation. I'm not my circumstance. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have peace today, even in the midst of my trial, in my situation, regardless of who supports me, regardless of who likes me. I am going to be happy today. And then I sit on the edge of the bed, I meditate, I read something positive, and then I get up and I start my day. So it's something that, you have to literally sometimes shake yourself up. Like, what are you doing? You cannot stay in this bed today. You cannot stay in this negative space and saying that nobody cares about you. It's not true. But when you feel down, when you feel discouraged, sometimes that's the only narrative that's in your head. Nobody cares. And then it's like, and then I take out my finger, and then I play my own little fiddle, my little violin. Oh, poor little Marlene. Get over it. And then I put myself together, go and do your personal care, take your shower, get yourself something to eat, and go get some exercise, go for a walk, take a few deep breaths, meditate, pray, whatever it is that raises your energy. So that's what I'm, that's where I am right now. I had to take some time to just tell myself that it's okay to be really angry, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was really angry. I was really angry in the past 2 weeks. I really have been angry that somebody can take someone's life that you love. That really made me angry. Yep. But I know that there is hope for the future. But I know that I love them and they loved me. And that's what gets me out of the bed. And it gets me to go live and to talk to people, and to let people know that they're not the only one struggling and going through something. And I knew that I needed to go live and to say this to anybody who is feeling that nobody cares, that there is no hope, that you are irrelevant, that you're not important. It's not true. You are important. You are loved. You are blessed. You are capable. You will get through this. There is something that is coming for you, but you gotta get up again. You gotta fight. You gotta fight through your feelings. You gotta fight through who is not supporting you, and learn to support yourself. And that is what I had to do for me. Stop waiting for people to support me and support myself. Hey, Leonica, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much, everybody, for the condolences. I appreciate it. Oh, that's okay, Sugar Love. I'm looking at, the passing of my great nephew as a legacy of love, because he taught me that, he used to always talk about the small things, the simple things, making sure you take time to listen to the birds singing, or looking how beautiful the sky is, or feeling the sun on your skin, giving yourself little tiny moments. And I feel that every day I wake up, I try to remember what he brought into my life. And he did. Thank you so much, Eunice. I appreciate it. Yeah, there is no time limit, Sirius, right? Sirius, it's good to have a support system during these difficult times. Yes. Yes. Sugar Love says facts. That's why I'm ready to tell my story. Okay, Sugar Love, whenever you're ready, I'm there to be there for you and to support you. Eunice says, I went through that a few days ago, missing my mom. I talked to my husband and shed a few tears. I felt better afterwards. I don't stay there too long. Sirius says, self-pity is what I call it. We have to come to terms that we are powerful individuals. Yes, and we are all powerful. And I know that there are many things that everybody is dealing with. My trial may not be yours. Maybe your trial is a financial struggle right now. Maybe your problem is a breakup. Maybe you just broke up with a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife. Maybe you had a breakup from a friendship. Maybe you've moved away. Maybe you feel lonely. Maybe you're feeling discouraged. Whatever it is that you are going through, I want you to know that you're not the only one, because that's what I was telling myself for a while in the past 2 weeks. Nobody cares. Nobody values me. No, remember, before everybody else, you have to remember to value yourself. It has to reside within. Okay? So if your spirit is broken, if you're feeling discouraged, know that you are valuable. And I have to remind myself, I am valuable. I am empowered. I have a reason. I have a purpose. I have a story. I have a testimony of resiliency. And you do too. Have you been through some major trials in your life, but you're still here? I'm so proud of you. I think a lot of times women and men don't encourage one another and celebrate that. I'm so glad that you continued on every day getting up, because I'll tell you, it's not easy to get out the bed. It's not easy to fight for your life. It's not easy to keep a positive perspective and hope and dreams when maybe things aren't happening as fast as you want them to happen, right? Eunice says, you have every right to feel anger. It's a natural reaction. Yes, you will get through it. God is watching over you, and we're all praying for you. Thank you so much, Eunice. That's so sweet and heartfelt. Oh, on my show. Okay, sis. I'm definitely going to email you. Hold on. Let me go back up and screenshot your email. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Okay, I just screenshot it. Okay, thank you so much. So that's basically all, everybody. I just wanted to come on and to say hi to the Motivators family and say I hope you guys are in a positive space. I hope that whatever you're going through right now, to be encouraged. See, I want to empower the mind. I want to empower your heart. Okay? I want you to know that this too shall pass. You will get over it. stronger, better. You are enough. Okay? You are enough. You are enough. Sarah says Psalms 18:2, the Lord is my rock, my fortress and deliverer. My God, my God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Yes. I love that, Sarah. Thank you so much for sharing that. Always empowering our minds with the word, right? So I just wanted to say that to somebody, I personally needed it. I needed some encouragement. And people think sometimes when you are the strong one, are you the glue that keeps things together in your family unit? Are you are you the strong one? I always say that all the time. Check on your strong people. So also I'm saying to you, check on yourself, or and ask yourself, am I okay mentally? Am I okay physically? Okay. Yeah. And it's okay if you're not, a lot of people feel like they have to be okay and have to have a smile on their face all the time. No, you can be angry, you can be sad, you can be frustrated, you can be disappointed in people that you expected to be there for you, and they're not. That's okay. But then you got to let those things go, and believe in yourself and have confidence, and get up and say, even if they don't support me, I support myself, and I love myself, and I'm powerful, I'm capable, and I'm able, and I'm still here. So while I still have breath in my body, air in my lungs, I'm going to get up and be a beacon of light, and be a positive source, and be a source of encouragement. Yes. Be that every day. Sometimes people need to see strength. Like people will look at you and say, how can they be smiling at this time? They think it's weird or strange. People have said that to me. How can you be smiling now? How can you be positive? I could never be positive. I would be angry all the time. And don't get me wrong, I have my moments where I'm angry, but that's where my faith comes in. That's where my self-love, that's where my great friends that have supported me and poured into me. Don't think that you can do it alone. Nobody can do this alone. You need friends. You need loved ones. You need, to read things to reinforce your mind, positive motivational things. You need to speak over your life. And I'll tell you something. I had stopped speaking over my life in the past 2 or 3 weeks. And usually every day I wake up and I would talk to myself and say, Marlene, you're enough. You're a powerful being. You are loved and you're blessed. You're worthy and you're capable. Everything is going to be okay. And because of my sadness, because of my grief, I had stopped doing that. And I'm telling you, my empowerment went down, and I was just very, very weary, and I was like, what is wrong with me? And it's because I had stopped speaking over my life. So never stop doing that, Motivators family. I'll tell you from my experience. If other people stop supporting you, stop loving you, are hating on you, jealous or whatever, or not giving you what you need, you got to give that to yourself. I had to remind myself of that. Even though I'm not getting the support that I want and need from certain people in my life, but that's okay, because I got me. And God has got me. And my friends have got me. And my loved ones have got me. And they're here for me, and they're supporting me, and they're loving me. And you have the same situation. You have people who are supporting you and loving you and pray for you. So don't give up. Don't give up 10 minutes before your miracle, as Boss Life Online always says. Don't throw in the cards. Don't throw away your dreams or your hopes because it's hard. See, your testimony is what may empower you to get to your next level in your life. Maybe you'll be writing a bestseller book. Maybe that's how people are going to be able to get into your business. See, sometimes we have to go through situations in our life so that we can turn our pain into our power. And I know that's what's happening to me. I've had so much painful situations, and instead of making my pain break me, my pain is empowering me. My story, my testimony of strength and resiliency is what I'm going to be able to use and teach those tools when I start sharing my ebooks and my website, and I start going on my motivational tours. I can say there was a time where, yeah, I wanted to stay in that bed. I felt sorry for myself. I wanted to give up. I said I was worthless. But no, these days I can say, but now I'm worthy. I had to go through that. I had to be broken. I had to be down in order to say, I can rise up. I had to get run over to know you can be whole again. I had to be left to be found. Do you hear me? Sometimes people have to leave your life so that you can find your space in this world. You know that? Now, I know that when people backstab you, leave you, cheat on you, disrespect you, they have to leave your life. That negativity has to go in order for you to find out, I didn't need them. All I needed was me. All I needed was my story. All I needed was my testimony. All I need to do is keep doing what I'm doing and use my gifts and use my talents. No? Don't feel that because people have left your life or don't support you or you're going through things that it will always be this way. Sometimes we go through those situations in order to say, you know what? I went through that too. And I'm still here. See? That's what I'm talking about. And every time that gives me goosebumps when I think about that. I have to endure that so I can tell somebody who is going through the same thing. I don't know how you are dealing with it, but I know that I'm still here. I know that I met you to let you know that you can get through it too. You're not alone. See, our story can be our testimony. It can empower others. So don't be ashamed of what you've gone through. Don't be ashamed of the way people have treated you. Don't be ashamed. Hi, Real Odds and Evens. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. Don't be ashamed of your story. Don't be ashamed of what you have been through. Be proud of yourself. And that's something that I had to learn before. I used to run from my story, hide from it, be embarrassed that I went through X, Y, and Z. But not anymore. Don't let people try to tell you how you feel. You know how you feel. You know what you went through. You know you were a good person. You know you supported and you loved and you gave things your best. You know that, don't you? So that's what gets me through the hard times and the dark times. I know who I was good to. I know who I supported. I know who I loved. I know the good things that I did. And we're all imperfect. We all sin. We all do wrong things. But at the end of the day, you learn from it. You grow from it. And you use that as your rocket fuel to propel you into your next level and help you to elevate and grow. And I'm so excited for what's coming down the pipeline. In a few months, you're going to be seeing some things when they get released, when my website gets released, when my ebooks come out, and some other things that's coming down the road. I'm working on things, so sometimes when you don't see me online, I'm in the background writing and proofreading and, you know, going back and forth with certain people. This sounds better, and proofreading and etc. So I just have to say to somebody who needs to hear it, God is so good. God is so good. He has been so good to me. Has God been good to you? See, people don't understand what it's like. People don't understand what it's like and what you go through. And don't feel sorry for me when you see me cry. I'm grateful that I can release my pain and I don't have to be angry. I don't have to take it out on anybody. I shed my tears because I pushed through my pain, and I still show up, and I still love myself, and I don't give up, and I don't take out my anger on other people. Even though I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm so many things. It's just a mixed bag of all my issues and my problems right now. But I'm stronger, and I'm empowering somebody. And I want to say, God, thank you so much for being so good to me. Thank you so much for good friends. Thank you so much for teaching me to love myself. And thank you for giving me hope. Thank you for giving me salvation. You have saved me. You have rescued me from when I did not have hope. Can you all testify to that? Has God brought hope into your life? Has he encouraged you? Has he strengthened you? Has he done something miraculous in your life? I can say God has been so good to me. And I thank God for showing up for me. I thank God. I thank him. I thank him for the times where I wanted to throw in the towel. I wanted to take my life. When I felt that I wasn't enough, God said I was enough. And God says, you are enough. Every single one of you listening, you are enough. Don't give up. Keep on fighting and go for your purpose. Go for your purpose. I didn't even mean to come on here and be crying like this, but I feel like I needed to testify. I needed a release. I needed to let somebody else know this. Whatever you're going through, this is not the end for you. It's just the beginning. But you got to get up. You got to fight. You have to do what you need to do in order to live your best life. Yeah. And don't think because I put a smile on my face that I don't have problems. I got problems. I got things that I go through, but I don't stay in my problems. I don't just think and focus my mind on my problems. I don't let the distractions get me down. I don't let what other people have to say to me. And just like this, if I need to cry, I cry. If I need to scream, I scream. If I need to talk to somebody, sometimes I literally have to call a friend or a loved one and say, can you come over because I need a hug? See, that's because I know myself and I know what I need. I don't need to be angry. I don't need to take it out on anybody. I know how to ask for what I want so that I can get what I need. Am I testifying to somebody who needs to hear this? Ask for what you want. Don't hold it inside. Don't think that you can never have it. If it's money that you need, say, this is what I need, God. Can you provide it? Can you provide it from a stranger? Can you provide it from a foundation, from a whatever? I'm trying to tell you all something. Whatever you need, don't think, and I'll tell you how good God has been to me. One time I didn't know how I was going to pay my light bill. And I said, God, my light bill is this, this, and this. And do you know, somebody that had borrowed money from me came, knocked on my door and said, I know I owe you more than this, but this is exactly, they gave me the exact amount that I needed, short of $1. I only had $1 less than what I needed for my bill. And I had $1 in my wallet. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid to speak out what you need, even in small things. Sometimes you just feel like, could I see something beautiful today? I've prayed that sometimes as you're going through so much, and I said, can you show me something beautiful? And I tell you that God has showed up and showed out for me. I have seen, God has, the other day, I was out by the water, and I said, God, can you show me something beautiful? And I'm telling you, dolphins started jumping out the water. I did that on my other channel, Just Relax Now. I don't know if you guys have seen that. So if you ask, if you're searching, ask for what you want. Seek it. And then God is going to show you that he's listening. God is going to show you that you can trust him. You can lean on him. He will fortify you. He will elevate you. He will bring you from the darkness to the light. He will give you your dreams, your every desire, even more than you want. But you got to ask for it. You have to trust him that sometimes things aren't going to happen as fast as you want or happen like you want, or the support isn't going to come from who you want it to come from, but he's going to bring the support. Trust him. And don't say, oh, I didn't want it from that person. No, he's giving you what you need from the person that he's going to give it to you from. He knows you. He knows me. And he knows you. He knows what you need at this very moment. Don't be afraid at even the smallest details. I've even said, I really would love to have a pink sweater. And do you know, at a very small price, I've gone into the store and found a pink sweater for like $1.79. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing in here because I only got $2 in my pocket. And he provides. Has God provided for you? Has God protected you? Has God healed your heart? Has God comforted you? Has God told you that you are enough? Has God loved you through your struggle and your problem? Then keep it up. Keep it up. Okay? Be encouraged. I felt like this was the reason why I needed to come live and to talk to somebody. I don't know who it is. I don't know who this message was from. And who this message was for, but I needed to release it. I needed to say that I struggle sometimes. I needed to say that God has been good to me. I needed to say to not give up because I felt like it. I needed to say that. So I hope somebody that is feeling down, that is feeling discouraged, that is feeling hopeless, now feels hopeful. They don't feel alone. They feel supported. They feel that they continue on. So get your rest. Reset. Trust God. Ask for what you want. Beseech God. Supplicate him and say, I need this. Or if you don't need anything, how about saying, God, thank you. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for putting this person in my life. Thank you. We can always praise God for his goodness and just, I don't want anything. I don't need anything, but I just wanted to tell you thank you. Thank you for helping me to endure. Thank you for your comfort. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for waking me up today. Thank you. And then that's it. Because sometimes we'll get in that mode of always asking God, I need. But sometimes just go to God and just say, I don't need anything. Just checking in God and saying, thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my blessings. Thank you for the hope that I have. Thank you for your support. And thank you for loving me when I didn't love myself. Woo! Woo-sa. Yeah, that part. Thank you for loving me when I didn't deserve it. Yeah. So. Ooh. Yeah. So, let me see if I miss any comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Okay. Oh, I missed a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. I missed all these comments. Okay. Sugar says, you go, sis. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Eunice says, love it. Sarah says, all the time. He's been amazing to me. Yes. Eunice says, yes, God is truly amazing. Real Odd says, I know that's right. Sugar says, yes, Lord. Eunice says, you are truly a wonderful, strong, and powerful woman. Thank you for your vulnerability. You truly inspire us. Thank you. No, you all inspire me. I may not know you, but I feel strength through your comments. I know that you guys go through things. I want you to know that. You're not alone, okay? Yes, we all have problems. Most of us suppress it. Yes. Sarah says, Marlene, you've come a long way. This is your time to share your story. Release it. You are stronger, wiser. You are enough. And you are too. You are enough. Mm-hmm. Eunice says, you are definitely testifying to us. Give God all your worries. Yes. Release it and let it go. Is somebody who worried about something today? Give it to God. Give it to Him. And don't take it back. And feel the freedom and the comfort of the relief as it's taken from your head, taken from your heart, taken from your body. Give Him your worry. Give Him your fear. Give Him your anxiety, because He cares for you. This moment can help someone else relate. You never know what someone is going through, and this may be, in fact, be a boost, a blessing, or a bountiful information for many. I hope so. He's an on-time God. Won't He do it? Yes, He will. Yes, that has happened to me many times. God knows what we need before we even need it. He will supply for us. I pray about everything. Yes, I know that's right. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Real odds, and even says this is refilling, especially with all of you. Marlene, serious. Eunice, yes, thank you so much to everybody who has been here. I was not even planning on going live. It just felt like these days when I do lives, I only do lives when my spirit draws me, to do a live on any of my channels. It has to be driven by the spirit. It has to be a message pulling to say, talk about this. And I'm obedient. See, what does the scripture say? Obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm still working on that. I'm a work in progress. It's better to obey than to sacrifice, because sometimes we'll make sacrifices, but we're doing it with I don't want to, or with an attitude. I obey with humility. I obey with patience. I obey with transparency. And I say, and let God use me. And I say, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Eunice says, that is so important. I do that every day when I wake up in the morning. Thank God, moving in my life with gratitude. Amen. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. So I appreciate you guys coming through, supporting this live. Hopefully tomorrow night we can do a live stream, probably about 8:30. No, not 8:30. That's when I'm going to be somewhere. So it's going to be a late night one. So I don't know those of you who are late night people, but it may be 9:30, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope that's not too late, but we'll see what the Spirit says to talk about. If you're up and you can make it, tap in. I would love to see you guys. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Remember to reset, to rest, to do what you need. Pour into you. Love yourself. Know that you are enough. You are capable. There is hope for you. There are dreams that you need to manifest. Go for it. You don't need anybody's permission. Give yourself the permission to thrive. Give yourself the permission to forgive. Give yourself the permission to go for it, and go for it. Go for it. Go for it, and go for it. Sugar Love says, hopefully we can come back later. I want to tell my story. Okay, Sugar Love, we'll definitely work on that. I'm going to contact you via email, okay? Everybody have a great, great, great rest of your day. I am Marlene Motivates, and I am the content creator for this channel. I talk about motivation, inspiration, positivity, mindset shifting, healing your inner child, all from ourselves, empowering ourselves, loving ourselves, knowing that you're enough, knowing that you can give yourself the permission to move forward, to move on, and you don't have to stay in the past and what other people said about you. It's all about today. It's about this moment. Let yourself live it and be it. You know what I always say over here? Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. See you guys on the next one. And those who are watching on the replay, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you're new here, hit the like, subscribe, all of those things, okay? Hey, Mama Global, make sure you catch the replay. I'm just about to get out of here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Before I go, let me make sure I gave you a mod. So have a great rest of your day.